What is up everyone, it is Sacred Saiyan here, welcoming you back to another video. Today, we're going to be doing the second episode of the series, What If Goku Mastered Kaioken. If you end up liking today's video, then please consider subscribing. It is free, and you can always unsubscribe later. Also, if you want to join my Discord server, then there is a link to that in the description of the video. You can talk to me and my community, grind for roles, hang out, and if you put your art in the art text channel and 10 people react to every star, it'll get featured at the end of a video. Also, if you want to support me and the channel, then you can become a channel member. There's a link in the description of the video to become one. There are multiple tiers, and each of them give you more and more perks. If you guys enjoy this part and want to see other parts of this series, then get this video to 500 likes. And with all of that out of the way, let's get into the second episode of What If Goku Mastered Kaioken. Mecha Frieza and King Cold arrive on the Earth in order to take revenge on the Super Saiyan who nearly killed Frieza. However, when Goku stands to face them, there's another person next to him, a purple-haired boy, whose face is just as stern and serious as Goku's. And even though Goku has no clue who they are, he smirks, transforming into a Super Saiyan and watching as they do the same. Goku and the boy then go on to face King Cold and Mecha Frieza, and completely obliterate the Frost Demons from existence. The two then reverting to their base forms, and Goku then asks the boy who he is. The boy introduces himself as Trunks, the son of Vegeta and Bulma from the future, and he then explains how Goku dies due to a heart virus, and how the androids strike a couple of months later. Goku damns the world, saying if only he didn't die to that stupid heart virus, then he would have been able to help, and Trunks says that luckily, Goku will get the chance to test that theory. Goku looks confused, and Trunks hands Goku the heart virus medicine, telling him what it is, and telling Goku that he will come back in 3 years in order to make sure everything goes well. Trunks then goes back to the future, and Goku explains the looming threat of the androids, so everyone goes off to train for their upcoming opponents. We now head into the Android Saga. The Android Saga starting off in the same way, as Goku falls to the heart virus, and is taken away in order to be cured. Piccolo and Gohan are both a decent portion stronger than their canon counterparts. However, it simply isn't enough to match the androids in strength, so the first encounter with the androids remains the same, and Piccolo still fuses with Kami like normal. However, this time, Piccolo wouldn't only be equally matched with Android 17, but instead, he would surpass him. And while Piccolo faces the android like in canon, the Saiyans still enter the time chamber, in the same order as normal. But thanks to Goku not having instant transmission, Goku isn't able to save Tien Shinhan or Piccolo, meaning the two meet the untimely Enter Cell before Vegeta and Trunks can even arrive. We now head to the Cell games. Goku's battle with Cell remaining relatively the same, other than the lack of the instant transmission Kamehameha, and when Gohan goes on to face Cell, this fight is completely different. Gohan is far more comfortable with fighting due to Goku never going to Yardrat, so Goku got to train even more with his father. And not only that, but this battle is for revenge. He will kill Cell for Tien and Mr. Piccolo. The battle between the Half Saiyan and the Bio Android commences, and Cell will take the fight lightly at first, not thinking the half-breed would have anything to offer. However, Cell quickly realizes the mistake he made, as it is made clear to Cell that Gohan far surpasses his father, and if Cell doesn't take this fight seriously, it could cost him his life. Cell powers up, and he begins to overwhelm Gohan. Gohan may be strong, but without the power of Super Saiyan 2, he simply is no match for Cell, even if Gohan is stronger in this version of events. Goku would realise this, quickly shouting for Krillin to give him a Senzu Bean, and Cell would begin to rush towards Krillin in order to prevent this. However, Gohan grabs Cell by the tail and slams him into the ground, Gohan being heavily injured, however still determined to get revenge for his friends. Goku eats a Senzu Bean, getting a minor Zenkai, but Goku knows, even if him and Gohan fight Cell together, they won't be enough. Gohan is too injured to fight for much longer, and he needs to act now, before his son dies at Cell's hands. Goku closes his eyes, and he slowly breathes in and out. Goku softly tells Krillin to be ready to get to Gohan, and give him a Senzu Bean. Krillin looking confused on what Goku is planning to do, but then Goku opens his eyes and shouts, "Kaio-ken!" Goku getting a ferocious red aura as he rushes towards Cell, and begins to fight the Bio Android once more. Krillin then quickly flying over to Gohan and giving him a Senzu Bean. Gohan eats the bean, and looks in complete shock as it seems like Goku and Cell are completely evenly matched. However, a drop of sweat then rolls down Gohan's face as he quickly realises that his father can't keep this up for long. The stress on his body is too big, even if his father has almost perfect control over both the Kaio-ken and Super Saiyan. If he uses it for too long, it could completely destroy his body. The battle between Goku and Cell continues, until the two jump back and both begin to charge up the most powerful Kamehamehas they can muster. The two then firing their beams in unison, and the two Kamehamehas clash with an amazing intensity. The beam struggle remains even at first, until Cell's beam slowly begins to overpower Goku's, due to Goku's weakening body. Cell begins to laugh, saying Goku was, and most likely forever will be, the greatest challenge he has ever faced, and he commends Goku for that. However, his time is running out, and Goku will meet his end. Goku is struggling to maintain the Super Kaioken. He's exhausting too much energy at once, and his body is having trouble handling it. But Goku refuses to give up. He won't lose. He can't lose. Even if it breaks his body, he has to go even further beyond. Goku shouts, "Kaio-ken times 3! And Goku's beam begins to gain the edge in the beam struggle, and push Cell's beam back at a rapid pace. Goku is roaring with both unrivaled power and immense agony. However, just as it seems Goku is about to win the beam struggle, Cell's beam quickly gains the edge once again, Cell beginning to maniacally laugh and asking if the technique Goku used was called the Kaio-ken. Cell's aura then bursting with a fiery red colour. Goku begins to struggle even more, mentally saying goodbye to all of his friends and telling them he is sorry. However, Goku then feels a weight lifted off of his shoulders, as Gohan stands next to him and puts his own energy into the beam. Goku and Gohan begin to push Cell's beam back, until Cell activates Kaio-ken times 3 and once again gains the advantage. Goku is accepting that this is the end. There's nothing they can do. But when he looks to Gohan, he sees a pent-up anger finally being unleashed. Gohan lets out a roar of both grief and rage as he transforms into a Super Saiyan 2. Goku smirking and shouting, "Kaio-ken times 5! And before Cell can increase his own Kaio-ken level, Goku and Gohan's father-son Kamehameha quickly engulfs a bio-android and ends his reign of terror once and for all. Gohan drops out of Super Saiyan 2, both laughing and crying at the same time as he shouts that they did it. And when Gohan goes to hug his father, he sees Goku laying on the ground, lifeless. Gohan begins to cry out of sheer sorrow, but also understanding. His father never had the time to train the Super Kaioken in the time chamber. He was too busy training him instead. If only his father had more time training it, he would have been able to handle it for sure. Everyone goes up onto the lookout and wish for everyone who was killed by Cell to be revived. However, Goku asks everyone to make the wish not involve him, as he blames himself for all the threats that the Earth has faced, and thinks the Earth would be a safer place without him being alive. So Goku says goodbye to all of his friends, and even his son, and he promises he will see them all again. And this is where we're going to end off this part. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, then make sure to like, comment, and please do subscribe. It is quick and easy to do. Also, I want to give a huge thank you to Mystic Angel, Crimson Dragon 5401, Father Ku, Neo Whitcomb, Destroy God Broly, and Yeti Myth for becoming channel members. If you want to be shouted out at the end of a video and get other perks like the channel members here, then there is a link in the description down below to become a channel member. It greatly supports me and it helps me immensely. With all of that out of the way, I hope to see you all in the next episode of What If Goku Mastered Kaioken?